Guys, the Chickens here, bringing you another Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to get into the Chickens' top 3, maybe more tips for, but 3 sounds like a nice clean number, more tips for the Mega Crab. So, we're going to get into kind of just like general strategy guidelines, just good tips overall for this crab, turtle. It's the Mega Turtle Chicken. For this turtle specifically, and just in general, some good points and things to always do. Now, I'm not actually going to be able to push this crab. It's going to be a very busy weekend for chicken. I am working all weekend. The chicken works in healthcare, so now that we are back to work, it's like 7 days a week, like full days, so I just don't have time to be on my phone at all. I'm still going to pump out some videos for you guys, of course. But yeah, so hopefully you understand why there's no live streams or anything this weekend. So the first tip for this crab, the most important thing, honestly, is just to make sure that you have a picture of this image that I'm going to show on the left-hand side of the screen there, or right-hand, depending on how you look at it. I don't know. On the screen. We'll just say that. So, yeah. So the first 10 stages is Rifleman 50% bonus. Then it's Heavy, get 100% bonus. Then Zuka's 200% bonus. Rifleman 200% bonus. Now, it's important to look at these. Obviously, the Zuka health stats, they're not that important. I mean, they can come into play if there's a base that's you're able to take down with just Zukas, and you know, it helps for running over mines, helps getting hit with cryo bombs. It's not a bad thing, but it doesn't help that much, right? It doesn't help that much. So for those bonuses, it's not that big of a deal. The Rifleman is actually key because I'll show you guys after this attack. You know, it's only stage 3. We could probably do this. I don't have much gunboat energy, but we should probably be able to take this down with just barrage and artillery. Okay, there we go. So we'll take a look at the tribes here. Now, if you didn't notice in the sneak peek, we covered this, but we have a Rifleman Life Leech tribe for this crab. So that combined with the health boost that we're going to see on stages 1 through 10, stages 20 through 30, stages 30 through 40, and stages 50 through 60, that's really going to come to play because it makes the Rifleman very, very powerful if you get the Life Leech maxed out and boosted. And there's a lot of good tribes. There's a lot of really good tribes this cycle. So this crab is more of the, I don't know. I don't want to say it's the tribal crab, but it's essentially the tribal crab. So we're going to boost up. I would boost them in this order: Rifleman, Gunboat, Barrage cost, and Grenadier speed last, because that's not gonna be super important. It's gonna help for sure, but yeah, the next best thing that I would recommend, aside from knowing the troop bonuses that you can only get through images, Boom Beach did post them on some of their social medias, but I don't know, I just find it weird that it's not, you know, like it's a bug, it should be fixed, right? But regardless, you know, this is what it is, so this is going to be, you know, your best chance at progressing is going to make sure that you know what the actual troop boosts are. That's going to help you quite a bit. So, know that. Upgrade the tribes in those order, I would say specifically. That's going to help. And then the next thing for this crab, or just for the crab in general, and most of you probably already do this, but if you don't, make sure that you have offensive statues out. And typically for the Mega Crab, you want a lot of red and you want not very much purple. You don't really need that much gunboat energy playing the Mega Crab, because typically you're using tanks, you're using some sort of like Rifleman, Zuka, Heavy, Cryo, whatever, kind of like what we got loaded up now. It's either this or Scorcher tank, right? So you're not doing the crazy all Zuka attacks. The reason that most offensive players have a ton of gunboat energy statues is for operations, because they need to smoke Zukas and shock them, and the Zukas can't be exposed at any point of the attack. So they need a ton of gunboat energy to make those strategies work. But if you're free clearing, you don't need as much GBE, because you're gonna earn the GBE as you progress through the base. So it's not as helpful. There's also, the maps are so huge and there's so many defenses, you know, taking out 1 or 2 key defenses doesn't really work as well as it does in operations. But yeah, so you want to lean towards more red statues than purple statues. A combination of the two is always going to be good. It's always going to be better than life and ice statues, obviously. Those aren't going to help you out at all for the Mega Crab. And you see right here, I've got 7 damage statues, and that's typically, this is typically the, or sorry, I've got 8 damage statues. This is a damage, not a health. And this is typically considered one of the best crab statue layouts, because you do a lot more damage, obviously, and you're not using, it just makes the tanks that much stronger. So just make sure that you have some sort of offensive setup. If it means you got to dig a couple out of storage and you are planning on pushing, or you want to get as many resources as possible to get as many upgrades going as you can, the crab's obviously a great way to do that. So make sure that you're kind of optimized for whatever you're doing with the crab. And lastly, the most important thing that's going to improve your mega crab, and some of you may not like this, but it is, you know, it's a little pay to win, but you need to have endless reserves. If you don't have endless reserves, as we can see in the shop over here, you don't have instant training, endless reserves, the crab's going to be a lot harder, because you're not going to be able to specifically swap out and choose which troops that you want to use against each base, and you're not going to be able to attack as frequently unless you have a ton of gems saved up. So make sure that you have instant training for this crab. Also, I would appreciate a good time for a plug if you would use the code chicken in the shop. It does help me out a little bit, and yeah, I would appreciate it if you would do that, guys, as you're getting your instant training. But I digress. So birthday supplies. This is another offer we got. 1.2 plus 1 plus 400 plus 1 crystal. That's pretty low value. I don't know if I would waste any time getting that. The birthday builder was actually a decent buy. It was like $1, I think, for 30 days of the extra builder, which is actually really nice to have during the mega crab, because you're going to have so many upgrades going. And I would actually recommend getting the birthday builder. I'm pretty sure it was $1.99 in Canadian, so it's like 99 cents for you guys. I may be off on that because it's bugged in my shop, and it's yeah, $1.39. I probably will get that actually at some point, just to help with some of these upgrades, because you know, with the HQ23 upgrade, there is a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff left, so that's gonna be beneficial if you do buy that, guys. I do appreciate using the code chicken in the shop. Also, check out the crab video tab. There is like 2 spots for videos now, which is pretty cool. I'm in here with OP and Shishk, and we got Cosmic and Anon Moose, aka Zedmot. Yeah, it's just a new video tab in, you know, addition to the old one, which is pretty cool. So yeah, those are going to be the biggest things that are going to help you, specifically with this crab, and just in general for you know, for every single crab. You want to make sure that that you have instant training, offensive statues, and for this crab, you want to definitely know what the troop boosts are per stage. Now, obviously, it's not going to make that big of a difference the first few stages, because they're going to be so easy anyways. The first 20 to 30 stages, I've even heard for this crab, the first like up to stage 40, if you're a max level player and kind of have an idea of what you're doing, you can almost force close up to 40. It's not that hard, especially with some of these troop bonuses that we have going on. Would I recommend doing that? No, because it's easy to drop attacks doing that, but typically people start dropping attacks on this crab turtle around stage 40. So if that made any sense, I hope it helped you guys out. But yeah, I don't know. I might have some time to push. I'd love to do a crab stream, maybe tomorrow night, or maybe tonight. Actually, as the time that I'm posting this, maybe tonight we'll do a crab stream if I have time. It's just you know, like I said, it's tough. I do work in healthcare, and we're severely understaffed at the moment because a lot of people are off. Because you can't come in if you have any cold flu symptoms, right? And it's the cold flu time of year, so even if people don't have the virus, they're not allowed to come back into work. So the chicken's working the job of like 3 guys at the moment, but it's all good. It's all good stuff. I'm glad to be back. I was off for too long, so yeah, that's the main reason. If I was still off, I probably would have done an opening stream, even though I was very confused on the time. I'm still not sure what the issue was there, if it came out at the correct time or not, because the crab landed for me at I keep saying crab, I know it's the turtle. I'm going to go back and forth with the guys, just bear with me. The crab came for me at the same time that it always does. It didn't change. It didn't change at all, which I found kind of strange. I thought the UTC time meant that it was going to come for everybody at, like, you know, either a different time or more specific to their kind of time zone or something like that. I'm not great with time zones, and by I'm not great, I mean I'm like really bad with them. So if it's just an error on Chicken's end, that wouldn't surprise me. But I don't know. It just sounded like it was going to come at a different time. So, and some of you guys did comment that it did, and you didn't like it. So, I don't know. Hey guys, we're about to get the. Oh, there's the legendary trophy. Why does it say 1? It should have a. That's probably another bug, right? Because it should come out as 2. Because this is the same trophy as last year. That's not a new trophy. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. But I hope this helped you out a little bit if you're new to the crab, or maybe just some stuff to go over if you're a seasoned crabber and you forget some of these things. Maybe you forgot to buy instant training. I don't know. I think most people are typically running that. But yeah, like I said, guys, I do appreciate it if you use the code chicken in the shop if you're getting any of these things. It does help me out a little bit. So thank you for considering that. And let's do one massive barrage to end this. Look at this, guys. Look at the barrage flying in. Will that be enough to take it out? It might. It might. Oh! Look at how close it was. The next building that goes down, I'll take that out. So, guys, I hope that helped you out a little bit. That was fun. And I hope to be back later tonight with a crab stream. I'll try to get the crab guys on, OP and Shishk, and we'll have some fun with it. But I'll keep you posted on that if I am going to do it. I'll post on Twitter or in Discord or something like that to give you guys a little bit of notice. But yeah, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you next one, guys. Checking out. Back.